All right, now to Nagaland, where citizens collective of Nagaland Civil Association, the society organization there, has vehemently objected to the centre's move to extend the Armed Forces Special Power Act in the state, saying that the extension of the act is a total violation of human rights. Statement: the civil society group said that unless there is a serious effort and desire to reach out to the people, there can never be peace and harmony, and AFSPA is definitely not the solution to this disharmony. This reaction came after the controversial law was given a sweeping powers. Actually, it was extended for 6 months, and this law ends up giving sweeping powers to security forces, and that has now seen an extension, much to the dislike of the locals.
The controversial Armed Forces Special Powers Act, or AFSPA, that gives immunity from prosecution for soldiers in disturbed areas, has been extended in Nagaland. Just 26 days after 13 villagers were shot dead in a botched encounter in the Mon district. Since the tragedy on December 4, there have been massive protests across the state, with all political parties demanding a rollback of AFSPA. So far, there is no indication of the centre being willing to do that. The extension of AFSPA for another 6 months is something that has been happening this way for years together. But this time the timing is crucial, because this comes in the backdrop of killing of 14 Naga youths in army firing, which has renewed the call for repeal of Armed Forces Special Power Act in the northeast. And in fact, centre had also responded by forming a panel to review the demand. But with this fresh extension, one has to now watch out how at ground zero the civil society groups who have been demanding for repeal of AFSPA now react to this.
The declaration of AFSPA being extended by the Ministry of Home today has actually thrown people and the Nagas into a state of confusion. And however, the public have also declared that this very act of bringing along the killers was intentional to probably aggravate and hurt those already in grief in ground zero.
Civil society groups in Nagaland's Mon district have claimed they have doubts on the credibility of Army's court of inquiry instituted to probe the Nagaland firing incident. The Army probe team, which is led by a Major General, was at ground zero yesterday, and the Army in a statement has said that their probe will not be delayed. Significantly, the Army has agreed to give access to the other investigation being conducted by the Special Investigating Team of the Nagaland Police, even though the Jawans are not being interrogated or cross-questioned, at least not till this is allowed by the centre. In Guwahati, Ratndeep Chaudhary for NDTV.